Hi guys, welcome back to the Oak Farm Firewood YouTube channel. Sorry I didn't film an intro for this video, but today we are going to be continuing the vented bulk bags up to the second depot. You'll see us load up the Unimog and send another load up to the barn. So I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you at the end. 2 people, full process, so yeah, I'm pretty happy really. It may look a lot, I mean it is quite a lot, but we did 36 yesterday, so that's what we've done today, and the time is 20 past 1. So, and we've had lunch already. We have a half an hour lunch, so doing pretty well today. And the sun's out, so it's just taking that edge off nice. I mean, most of it's this beach is well seasoned already. I'm not saying it's dry in any way, but it's not green beach, so that's the main thing. We don't want green beach going in these bags. They won't quite dry enough, and also maybe a risk of mould. But this is about 18 months old. Harvester cut, as I've already talked about, rips off most of the bark, dries pretty quick, and if you firewood guys know, it starts to go that kind of pinky colour, and that's when you know it's a little bit drier than when it's kind of orange. But ash is kind of the opposite. Ash is a bit pink when it's green, and then it goes orange when it's dry. So you just got to know your species, but absolutely lovely product. Nice mix of beech and ash. So really looking forward to selling this stuff in the winter. It's going to make an absolutely lovely product. Hello guys, hopefully you can hear me all right. We're just having a bit of a changeover. I'm going to change the chain. Colin's just going to load up the timber deck and he's going to change the sawdust. So if I finish this by then, I'll show you how we change the sawdust. But yeah, just going to change a chain. First off, I'm going to give the area a good blow out with the air compressor. So hopefully you can see this, just about. I've gone ahead and got new chains. Well, I haven't actually shown you yet, but I'm now making my own chains. And what I've done is I haven't scrapped the other ones yet, but I'm going to sift through them and find the best ones. But I just think they're getting that old and they've been sharpened that many times, and I know I'm using a machine. They're just getting that little bit off, especially the rakers. And I was just starting to have problems with chains cutting at a very slight angle, and the machine doesn't like that. And I was sometimes getting only 15-20 minutes out of a chain. So yeah, not ideal, but I will be honest, we're just about to click over 100,000 cuts on this machine. It's got a cut counter on it, and I still have all the original chains from when I got the machine 2 years ago this month. So I've got 11 chains. So 11 chains have lasted me 2 years and 100,000 cuts. And 3 of them are probably still pretty good to use. So shows you how long they've lasted. So what I have done is made up 4 chains, and a recommendation by David Ward is he changes the bar 4 times. So you put one new chain on, when that's worn out you change it over, and you can get basically 2 flips out of a bar before you then have to dress it up. So I'm just going to blow out the holes and clean around here to make sure the oil goes into the bar. You don't just want to flip it over and hope for the best. So I give it a good clean out. I think it's got to go, yeah. It was this way. I'm going to go that way. It's only because I was messing around with the bar, I didn't realise. Give the area a bit of a blow. And what I do, a bit of a tip, to make sure the hole itself is clean, I put my finger on the other side of the hole, and actually it pushed out a load of gunk from the hole. Just make sure it's clear. And then we can put the bar back on. Might have to slacken off because it's a new chain. One new chain made by yours truly, and I will be doing a video on building a chain, but I'm not some wizard yet, so I'm not going to go and show everyone how to do it when I don't necessarily know the proper way myself. I obviously have made them and it's fine, but I've only done 4 chains, so I better do some learning before I start showing everyone how to do it. Yeah, I'm using a Oregon chain now, harvester chain. I think it's called HX18. And I believe it's a micro chisel. It's a bit different to a full chisel and a semi chisel. It's called a micro chisel. And I know the chain's new, but we're getting a day out of a chain and it's still cutting fast by the end of the day. So this is the last chain out of the 4, and then I will change the bar and I'll sharpen up all the chains. I'm going to keep it as 4 for now, and then it reminds us how many times we've turned it before I need to change my bar. So once we run out of chains, I know I've used the 4 up. So what I do like to do as well is just run the bar forward a couple of turns, seats it in everywhere. That's about right. Now it's a new chain, so it is going to stretch. I might have to tighten it up in about half an hour, but I don't want to over tighten it. Snug that down. Don't forget to put your spring on. That springs that back, and that's that done. Check the oil. Yeah, we've still got half a barrel of oil. This is the oiler down here. 20-litre jugs. Still got plenty in there. So shut that back. There we are. Put all the spanners, the old chain. We're ready to rock. Now when you put on a new chain, especially after blowing around that area, you want to just prime up. Before I turn on the machine, I'm just going to check Colin's done the sawdust. Yep, new sawdust been under there, so I'm going to turn it on. So we'll turn it on. Hopefully you're about to hear me still. And we just want to prime the bar up until oil starts dripping out the bottom. Then we know plenty of oil is in the bar, and when we start it up, it's not running dry. Hold that down. I can start to see oil come out the bottom now. Turn on the splitter, because it's all full. Start processing again. Simple as that. easily got enough to fill up the Unimog and the Grizzly. So we're going to load that up now, and then we'll have a head start for tomorrow. Well guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Little insight to loading up the trailer and changing over the chain. Like I said, I probably will do a video of me making a chain with my new bits of equipment. It's definitely streamlined the processing side of things. Processing is faster. We changed the chain less, and it's nice to be able to do it in-house. It's quite a lot cheaper. It's about half the price of buying chains already made, so that's quite nice as well. I'm unsure whether I've got any more content of filling up the second depot, but I can now say we are up to 900 bags up there. I'm unsure whether to put some more up there or not, because I would like a good stock at Oak Farm as well, in case we go south of the main depot, because our second depot is north. So yeah, that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Sorry I didn't do an intro and a proper outro, but I'll try and get back into the swing of things as soon as possible. If you did like today's video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel grow. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.